Hello, sound and gloss engineers. It would be perfectly reasonable at this point for you to ask yourself, what are you doing? Why are you in the car at nighttime? Why are you wearing black gloves? And what's in this blue bottle? These questions can be answered. This is Poorboy's World leather stuff, and it's blue, and it's really odd looking. And the first thing you probably think about it is, I'm not sticking that stuff on my leather. Let me show you why you should. Now, the reason I'm wearing gloves, the way I treat my leather seats is a little different than other people would do it. Usually, you dab a sponge and you rub it on and dab, and then in 15 minutes you come out and you wipe it off with the rag. An old guy taught me a trick on how to do leather. Of course, you shake the bottle up. In mental health, they have something called grounding. And when you ground, you're doing some process that makes you think about anything but yourself or what you're doing. And I found that this old guy had this process for treating his leather seats. And he would do it by sticking leather conditioner on his hands, and then he would rub it by hand into all the nooks and crannies of his seat. Now, can a sponge do this just as effectively? Yeah, you'll get there eventually. But A, this is a whole lot more fun. B, I'll get into cracks that other applicators won't get. And the most important part to me about treating a seat is the stitching. Now, we have synthetic fibers, and so the stitching on a seat, the actual thread is nothing like what it used to be. It's stronger, it's made of multi-strand material, blah, 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 blah. The thread's probably not going to break. The weak part of a seat that's left unconditioned, untreated, untaken care of are the holes, the seams. You dry those out and they crack. And if they crack, they're susceptible to breaking, and once they break, one breaks, another one breaks, and another one breaks. Now, the reason I am so fearful about this is that when I was in high school, I had a little Italian coupe. It's called a Fiat 124. And it had these like plastic pleather seats, and I never knew to condition even the plastic. And what happened is the stitching broke, and then it broke some more, and then it broke some more, and then it broke some more. And finally, I went to an upholstery shop to find out, and I learned that, hey, it's quite expensive to get upholstery fixed, so you may as well take care of it the first time. And second, I learned that the most important part of leather was the actual hole that they've stitched into. And so this old guy who taught me about leather showed me that when you condition, and he had a different product that I cannot possibly find. It was this English product for tack, for like horse riding. What I'm doing here is I'm putting the leather conditioner in to let it sit overnight. And by sitting overnight, we're getting maximum penetration of this product into the seams, into the threads, and onto these BMW seats. Now, a little bit about Poorboy's World, the company. I believe the owner of the company attends a number of car shows. Now, you can't sell detailing products to car guys unless you know, A, what the heck you're doing, and B, if you're not living amongst them. To build that trust means going to their meets. It means going to their events again and again and again. And that's what they do. They're a Florida-based company, and they attend a number of car events out there. And they design their products so that you can apply it in the sun. And so everything Poorboy's makes is designed to be applied in the sun, which is a very novel thing and has helped me a number of times as a detailer when I was doing it professionally, so that I could work on a car even though the Texas sun or the Southern California heat and the sun were just blazing on top of my back and burning me. Well, the products work just fine. Okay, this seat's done quite nicely. Now, we'll do the next seat, and we're going to mark off a small portion of the seat where we don't do it, so you can see the difference tomorrow. Okay, so this is day 2, and the sun's out. You can almost say fun's out. Let's get some more light in here. So you saw me put the product on my hands, and in applying it on my hands, the product went to here. There's some people that will use these sponge applicators. Why do I want the product soaked into a sponge and being wasted and not going where it belongs? So I don't use sponge applicators. Use my hand. Plus, it's really relaxing.
Most of the seat has been treated, but right there at the edge of the seat, I didn't treat it so you could see the difference. Choose Leather Boys for UVA, UVB protection and a real pleasing surface that's non-greasy to the touch. Thanks.